Hey guys, I'm Anne Freimark and I'm the team programmer here at the Amy Sanders Library, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make Lucky Charms marshmallow treats. So kind of how you make Rice Krispie treats, but instead we're going to use Lucky Charms cereal. So some of the stuff you're going to need is a box of Lucky Charms cereal, of course, and then you're going to need a bag of marshmallows. You can do regular size or mini size. If you do the mini size, you will have to use more. You'll also need some butter, some white chocolate, and then some ham, which I'll tell you why in a little bit. And then some of the equipment you're going to need, you're obviously going to need to use the stovetop. Please, when using your stovetop, be very careful. And then you'll need the pot, and then a pan. I've got an 8x11 pan that I've put foil in, and then I've sprayed it with Pam. You'll need some spatulas and spoons and whatnot. So go ahead now and take a minute to go gather your materials. Alright guys, so the first thing we're going to do is add 2 tablespoons to our pot. You'll have the heat on medium-low, and we'll kind of get these melted down. And then the next thing we'll end up adding is about 5 ounces of marshmallows. If you just get like a standardized 10-ounce bag of marshmallows from the grocery store, you can do just roughly half of the bag. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. And that is pretty melted, so I'm going to go ahead and add my marshmallows. Okay, and once you got your marshmallows in there, you're just gonna stir and stir and stir. Because we want to kind of keep them moving around so they'll get all nice and melty and that they also will not burn. Because that won't taste any good. And then this process will take probably about 5 minutes. Alright guys, so as you can see, our marshmallows are getting nice and gooey and melty. So it should just be about another minute or so. Remember to keep just continuously stirring. And then once your marshmallows are all nice and melty, this is when we're going to grab our cereal next. And you're going to need about 3 cups or so of cereal. And so I think I am nice and done. So I'm going to take this off the heat. Alright, so now that you've got your marshmallow and butter mixture off the heat, we're going to take our measuring cup and we're going to do 3 cups, or about, of Lucky Charms cereal. We're just going to put it right in. Okay, and then we're just going to stir it around so that the marshmallow and butter mixture will get it all nice and coated over the cereal. And of course, once that part is done, you're going to grab your pan. And you're going to have foil in here, and you're going to have it sprayed with Pam. As a reminder, this will make it easier once we get to to the very end of all of this, and we want to get our treats out of the pan. And then you're going to grab your pan. You're actually going to spray it on your hands. This, in about 2 seconds, will be very, very useful. So take your pot very carefully because your hands will be slick now. And you're just going to put it in the pan. And like I said, I'm using an 8 by 11 pan, but you can use all sorts of sizes. If you double this recipe, you could actually put it in a 9 by 13 pan. So it's just kind of up to you. And also it depends on how thick you want yours to be. So what you're going to do now, very, very carefully, because the mixture will be warm still, you're going to use your hands to press down. And because we sprayed it with Pam, we don't get sticky. Okay, and once you have it all nice and pressed down, again, being very, very careful when you do this, we are actually now going to let it sit for an hour and cool completely before we move on to our next step. All right, guys, now that you've given your treats some time to cool down, I went ahead and melted my white chocolate. So it's nice and gooey, and I just did it in a quick zap in the microwave, stirring after about every 10-15 seconds till it was nice and gooey. And we're just going to willy-nilly drizzle this right on top of our marshmallow treats. And then before that cools, I have separated about 1/4 or so of just the marshmallows from the Lucky Charms cereal, and we will sprinkle these right on top for some extra marshmallows. All right, and then at this point, your treat is technically done. You can either let it cool down for another 2 hours, and this will help the chocolate kind of harden and everything, or if you are like me and super impatient, you can totally just dive right on in and just cut into the cereal bars. And to make that easier, what you do, this is why we had the foil in our pan. You'll just lift it right out, lay that down, and then just use your knife just to cut whatever size bars you would like. So I hope you enjoy this video today. Have a great day.